Hi, my name is Ms Tujague, and I'm a chemistry teacher at JP Stevens High School. I've been teaching at JP Stevens for quite a number of years, probably since 1997. In that time, I've taught everything from level 2 chemistry to level 1 chemistry to honors chemistry and advanced placement chemistry. So I've done it all just about. When I was in college, I was a chem major and I had dreams of going to work for L'Oreal or some big cosmetic company to work in the research and development department. And I don't know exactly what struck me, but the idea of becoming a high school teacher somehow got introduced to me. And it was the best thing I ever did because I could never see myself in an isolated lab setting. I'm much more interactive and happy playing and nurturing my students and just having such a much more interactive experience than just being in an isolated lab setting. So, we do a whole bunch of topics in chemistry, and probably my favorite topic is equilibrium. I love the way a topic permeates through other topics and it just comes around in circles and ties things together for students. And equilibrium is one of those topics that seems kind of intimidating and daunting, but really doesn't need to be. And it's always so exciting and satisfying for me to watch my students who are a little bit intimidated by it to just come around and see the connections. You can just see the light bulbs going off on top of their heads as they make the connections for different topics. So it's really wonderful to see that. My most memorable moment at JP Stevens had to be one of the most touching for me. I had gone through a pretty difficult time period in a divorce, and my AP students at the end of that year had presented me with an end of the year present as a thank you. And when I opened it, it was a necklace. And on the necklace was a pendant of the molecule of serotonin, which is one of the neurotransmitters that's responsible for mood elevation and just happiness in general. And as the students presented it to me, gave me a card, had indicated that they had seen me become so sad, didn't pry as to what the reason was, but knew that something was up in my world and wanted me to always be reminded of happiness and to be happy again. So that molecule of serotonin around my neck was to remind me to be happy. And that's what they had wished for me. So it was one of the most touching things in my entire world because the relationship that you form with your students is one of that you're there for them, and then at the end of the day they're there for you as well, and there's nothing more satisfying and wonderful than that. And so, my best advice for my students is always to find balance in your life, to not take anything too seriously, to be able to laugh at yourself, to be able to take the time to do stuff that will add to the fire inside of you instead of just depleting it. It's very easy to work all the time and work and work and work and what we're supposed to do. But if you work and work and work and you deplete your reserves, then you have nothing left of that fire that should be burning inside of you that makes you want to get up every day and just hit the ground running. So, my advice is that you need to feed your soul. Feed your soul with things that bring you passion and happiness, and that will enable you to continue on to do the things that you have to do to be successful.